but I'm so proud of it. We have such a great cast. I think the story is really good. It's really emotional. It's really funny. It's got heart and humor. It's what I look for when I go to the movies. So yeah, I hope people like it.
Jennifer slash mom is just, she is like navigating a difficult and nuanced moment in her family's journey.
For the first time in my life, I play a dad, which is really cool. Dad's this he's a part of this wonderful family, and Stevie and Elliot are his amazing, goofy, imaginative, and awesome kids, and they kind of go on this incredible adventure in the world of their dreams. All the while, in the real world, dad and mom are, they're trying to figure things out a little bit. They're maybe at a point in their marriage where, there's no bad guy. There's nothing, no one's done anything wrong. But I think, as with a lot of partnerships and relationships and marriages, sometimes you're just two individual people that sometimes want different things. And one of the things I really love about our movie is just like how it addresses that and how it it's not afraid to present this idea of, an imperfect family, because what kind of family is perfect?
Oh my gosh, it was a dream come true. Pardon the pun. Especially our leads, Jolie and Elias. They are so talented, intelligent. They really came at this with their hearts wide open, and it was just a dream.
So I play Stevie. She's the lead of the movie. She is a self-described fixer. She thinks that, anything that isn't perfect, she can fix it, she can do it. And something that she learns throughout the movie is like, not everything can be fixed. And, maybe her little brother isn't as annoying as she thought.
I play Elliot. He's just your typical younger brother. He's very wild, and he really looks up to his older sister, Stevie, and wants to spend time with her.
Baloney Tony is, he's part of the heart of the movie. It's a lot of heart, a lot of tender moments, but he's funny, he's silly, and he farts lasers. So I was made for this role.
She's a wonderful character. She's the queen of nightmares, and she kind of wants to wake the kids up to reality and to fears and anxieties and nightmare. She's the opposite of the Sandman, and he's trying to lull them back to sleep and help them out. So they're in their night journey of sleep, trying to cope with what's happening in their waking life, in their family. It's a funny film. It's incredibly warm, and it's really grounded, but at the same time really fantastical and kind of big and creative. And it was a joy to be part of. The actors are extraordinary. Our director is just amazing. Alex Wu is just so smart, so generous, and so open to collaboration. So it was a joy to record and to work on this film.
There was just a great cast, a great crew in this movie. Everyone worked on it was amazing. Like the director, Alex, he was so great to work with. He was very passionate about this project.
Yeah, so when I was young, about 6 or 7, I woke up one morning and my mom, she was at the front door with her bags packed, and she had to gently explain to me and my brother that she was going away for a little while to figure things out for herself and for our family. And it was really tough. I think as a kid, you just want your family to be together, and me and my brother, we kind of did everything we could to try and save our family, and that's sort of the inspiration for this film. So yeah, it's a challenging subject matter, but I think we handled it with a lot of grace, and the movie is really about dealing with the imperfection of life and the messiness of life, and how do you get through life when things don't always go the way you planned it, when your dreams don't come true.
Oh, it was wonderful. Alex and I, we go way back. So, I felt like it was just kind of a natural evolution of our relationship. We are very much like Stevie and Elliot. Obviously, he's the Stevie. I am the baloney hoarding Elliot. Our offices were very much like that when we first met at Pixar. Mine was a disaster. It was just papers and, weird lunch meats thrown everywhere and just baloney everywhere. And then his was like, he had it all, just like, and his drawings were the same way, clean, perfect, wonderful. And mine was just like, destructive mess.
I really love animation. I'm a huge animated film fan. And I just really loved Alex's story. I loved talking with him about it. I loved the things that it touches upon. I love that I get to sing a song in it. So I was really moved by it.
I mean, I think to hold on to each other, you know, I think that's the core message of the movie, that even though life is not perfect, it's pretty messy sometimes, but if you have somebody that you love, you can get through it together, and that's actually what gives life meaning. So yeah, I hope that's what they take away from the film.
I mean, the thing that drew me to it was the kind of overarching, the kind of expectations versus reality, right? It felt like, you know, we all design our lives in a certain way and we want them to go a certain way, but reality has a way of just, you know, throwing those little nightmares at you and testing you. So hopefully, yeah, kids and families, they can sit down and watch this and know, you know, it might not all turn out the way you had imagined, but if you hold on to each other and find each other, you'll get through it, right?
Family is a very important theme in the movie, and no matter how much you all fight, you can always lean on each other, you know. And yeah, it's about life isn't perfect, but it can still be beautiful.
That everyone goes through difficult moments, and that you know, there's like no such thing as perfect, and if it can be a touchstone for families to have conversations about, you know, like hard times, then how great.
I mean, right now, this is a pretty big dream that I've had since I was a kid, so it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing.
I can't really remember most of my dreams, but it'd be cool if they were anything like the dreams in this movie, just very adventurous and silly.
I've had a lot of dreams come true, which is really good. I mean, just by way of what I do for a living. Like, you know, I dreamt about that for a long time, and I'm really very, very lucky that I get to do that.
I mean, this right here, oh my gosh, yeah, it's kind of crazy to be like the lead of a Netflix animated movie with like an amazing premiere as this, blue carpet. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Oh yes, yeah? Right here, I'm living it right now. This was, you know, I had to dream it first, right?
Yeah, I definitely would consider myself a dreamer. You know, just the fact that Dad is an aspiring musician and kind of is not ready to give up on that dream. I think that's, you know, I think I can relate to that. I think a lot of actors can relate to that idea, because, you know, if you were not a dreamer, if you're a realistic person, I don't think you'd be doing this. I think the rejection and the no's and the just like constant hurdles and struggles would have definitely just stopped you. So there's an element of like delusional dreamer, I think, in all of us, and I think is what makes that character so endearing.
I think they can look forward to a really magical family comedy adventure. I'm really excited it's coming out in the holidays, because I feel like this is the perfect film to snuggle up during Thanksgiving break, the winter holiday, just have that family magic together.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a really great movie that just like, I'm hoping it'll inspire conversation between kids and parents. I think, you know, something that happens in the movie is that the kids rely on their parents. They rely on their love, and that's sort of how they get through these tough times. And so I hope that, you know, starts a conversation with kids and parents of, yeah, just like support, I guess.
I hope it'll inspire families just to keep talking to each other and to communicate and to just kind of, you know, forget this idea of a picture-perfect family that doesn't argue and never fights and never disagrees about anything, because that's just not that's not reality. And you know, I think the messiness of life, all of it's like, you know, conflict and you know, as long as it's done, I think, in a healthy and respectful way, it's part of what it means to be a family, to figure things out and to do it all together, you know, with love.
Well, firstly, I hope they're inspired by just the technical aspect of animation and storytelling, number one. So if there are any kids out there that are, you know, inclined to do that, I hope this inspires them. I hope the general audience just have a fantastic adventure and a really good time. And if there are any kids out there, and of course there are going to be, who have got something happening in the family that isn't worked out emotionally that they're going through, which is really all of us, let's face it, this film shows you that love and support and connection with those around you who love you and who you love will get you through anything.
I hope it inspires them to reimagine what your dream worlds mean to you. Maybe even like open up conversations with your families about when you wake up in the morning, what dreams you had, what nightmares you had, what they might have meant, and like create that opportunity to kind of think about that together. Hopefully that happens.
I think there's a lot of themes in this movie that both children and parents could take away from this movie. So I hope they just recognize those themes and really learn from it.
You know what, the collaboration is crazy. Like to see the passion Alex has for it, and like to come through, and he brought it through my performance. So that was it. And then just hanging out with everybody, getting to meet people, because you don't meet them until in times like this. Or I think we did a rap party in San Francisco where we had a screening. So I met some there, and then I just met some this week. So it's been cool.
Oh, it's so good. Like, there's oftentimes, like, I approach a lot of, like, the movie making from a comedic standpoint, so you hope you find these actors, actresses that, like, are those great partnerships where they are so open and willing, and, Cristin and Craig and Simu, they're so open about, like, just riffing, so you come to the session with these ideas. You're just like, this would be funny. Like, is this a funny line? And then, you kind of like sort of spitball and like find a funny thing. And then you go, oh, I liked when you did that. Like, let's roll with that. So it was so wonderful, like finding, just people you trust to just go, I think this is funny. And then when they say it, you go, oh, yeah. I think this will be,
It's definitely one of the only jobs in the world that you can do in your PJs. So that was super fun. I will say, one of the the thing that I miss the most is just being able to play off of other actors. We have so many incredible actors and performers, and I'm such a big fan of Cristin's, and it's so funny because in the VO world, it's like, I've literally only met her 3 times, and today was maybe the 3rd time that I've ever seen her. That's just kind of how our workflow is, and it was so wonderful to meet her. But I was, it was like a little bit of like, hi. I can't believe we're married.
Yes, I love it. I love the headsets. I love hearing the voice. I love the technician behind the glass. I love the director. I love it. I love working like that. It's really exciting. You feel like you're making something with everybody, and I love the technical aspect of that, and I love bringing the human emotion into that very technical room. I love that.